afternoon, everyone. My name is Melissa, and I'm here to talk to you about child abuse. How many of you watch the news? To those of you who do, I'm sure that you've noticed that there are many cases of child abuse going on in our area and all over our nation. Child abuse is the mistreatment in any harmful way towards a child. 3.3 million children are affected by child abuse according to the Child Health Foundation, which is to prevent and treat child abuse. These abuses are physical abuse, neglect, sexual abuse, and emotional abuse. Physical abuse is the most obvious abuse. Physical abuse is a non-accidental injury that occurs to a child. This can range from a minor bruise to a fracture to even death. Physical abuse can be hitting, punching, throwing, shaking, any type of harmful act towards a child by the parent, guardian, or anyone who is responsible for the child at the time. Now, neglect is the most common type of abuse that we see. This is when a parent is or guardian neglects to provide the basic needs for a child, such as food, shelter, clothing, any type of medical treatment, and even a proper education. Sexual abuse is known as the hidden type of abuse. This is when a child is being acted upon by an adult by rape, incest, penetration, fondling of the genitals, and even prostitution. Now, how many of you have heard the saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me"? To those of you who have, that's not true, because emotional abuse is where a child doesn't feel worthy of you or themselves. Emotional abuse comes on when a child is getting constant criticism, blame for things, threatening, and there's a lack of love or affection or even guidance. Now, physical abuse may leave bruises, but an abuse such as emotional abuse leaves deep, lasting scars. Now, there are warning signs that come on with these types of abuse. Physical abuse, you'll notice that a child may have bruises, they may have patterns of hand marks or belts, and even welts, and they won't want to be touched. Now, children who are neglected may have bad hygiene. You'll notice that they're unsupervised a lot. You'll notice that they don't attend school, and they'll have illnesses that have not been treated. And sexual abuse children, you'll notice that they are uncomfortable sitting and standing for long periods of time. They don't feel comfortable changing in front of others. Most children under the age of 14 who are being sexually abused have either an STD or an unplanned pregnancy and most likely run away from home. Emotional child abuse, people are withdrawn, they are scared, anxious, and always afraid that something is going to happen to them for no reason. Now, I was watching the news a while back and noticed that this woman had locked her child, her 4-year-old son, in a cabinet that was infested with roaches and spiders. The 4-year-old begged and begged to get out, and she just locked him in there for 20 minutes or longer until he soiled himself, and no matter how much he begged, she showed no sympathy. The child can even say that he was bit by bugs and spiders, and she did it repeatedly, not caring for him. Now, knowing that there are signs, warning signs, you can help prevent child abuse. You can call the National Child Abuse Hotline and 911 for an emergency. 3.3 million children are being affected by this each year. You can be the one person to stop it and make a difference in a child's life. Thank you.
Okay, how does everybody think she did?
Very good.
Do you guys have any questions for her? You think anything you think she needs to improve on her speech?
Really good.
Good?